Hey, it's January 13th, 2019. So it's been, yeah, a little while since I've done videos consistently, but I feel like there's so much that's come up and that's unfolded and been manifested and been received in the last little while. I just had to get on here and express and share about it. It's been really intense since the eclipse that we had with the new moon in Capricorn, and it brought up a lot of old stuff for me. And the eclipses are always really challenging for me. I've noticed like in the last year and a half or so, or 2 years, I started noticing like different things about different times, and yeah, just the astrology, how it really does affect me and how it does open up opportunities and how they are portals for growth and healing and potential. And wow, they do kind of serve me up some really good, some good things to chew on. Like, it's not easy when all the shadow stuff comes out to be seen, and I just get to remember to surrender it all to, and to be with me, to meet me with love and hospitality. And so, yeah, a lot of old stuff has come up again for review. It's just like all these little pop quizzes and things that have come up to kind of help me integrate more fully, the lessons that I've been learning the last couple years, and going back to the basics of what happened in November of 2016, just bringing me back to the simplicity and the truth of certain things that I intuited, like bringing my energy back to me, so I can be with me and receive. Changing my mind one day at a time, and one step at a time, and one moment at a time, one breath at a time. Just coming back to now, coming back to the moment. To be where I am, to be as I am, and to be received, receive me as I am. And letting go like of all of that mind chatter and that negative self-talk, and like those old programs of just becoming aware of those old programs, and their, I guess, the agendas and the beliefs behind them. And kind of neutralizing like some of those stories, and deconstructing them and putting a new story in place, acknowledging the old story but changing the ending, or changing the message of the story so it's more aligned with the truth. So little things, what could be said about that? I guess it just relates to like feelings of insecurity, or not being received, or not belonging, maybe. Just like those kind of stories, or needing to be right about my beliefs because of agendas behind those. Just seeing those pop up, and then I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't need to be right, and I don't need to convince, and I don't need to fight, So if I can, let go and just allow, what it is, and then can work with it and be with it. But there was some things going on where I was kind of feeling a little isolated, maybe a little disconnected, but it's just kind of funny. What's unfolded and like just yesterday. Yesterday was such a good day. Oh my gosh, it was an amazing day, and it had everything in it. And art class and fun. We went to have coffee with Carrie and Kevin, and got to catch up with them, give them some presents. I got to give Morgan her little Christmas gifts at art class, and she talked to me about the new Huntington's group, which we're meeting tomorrow. She's they're kind of forming a new Huntington's chapter, and getting everybody involved and collaborating with fundraising events and outreach programs and stuff. So she asked me if I would like to be the compassionate care coordinator, and yeah, I think that is just a really good fit, and I'm really excited and pleased to be a part of it. And I feel like, yeah, that's where some of my strengths lie, and because I do, I love the compassionate care. So I'm looking forward to what opportunities and blessings and miracles that could bring, and challenges for me to grow and to come into me. Yeah, to show up and just be me, and show up as love that I am, the love I can be. So yeah, I'm willing to do that and let go of a lot of stuff about what I feel like I can't do. So fuck it bucket, chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Yeah, that's one other tool that I've got out this week too, is like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, I'm tired of this story. Fuck it. Let's just go in the fuck it bucket. Like, seriously, it's time to chuck it. Yeah. So, it's hard sometimes not to get frustrated with like the same things coming up again sometimes. But yeah, working with that too, like, and it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay. That's where I can like actually do something sometimes, to move something, like use that frustration to release or to direct in some way, or to act. So yeah, that's what I'll do. And yesterday it just seemed like I was willing to be authentic. I was willing to let go of how other people see me. I was willing to let go of like having my own opinions, and like, yeah, letting go of the worry of those opinions or those views conflicting with other people's views, or yeah, kind of not allowing them all to just be like, yeah, be. And yeah, and I can just set myself free, and it can be anything. So I know what feels good to me and what feels right to me, so I just get to choose it for me, and whatever anyone else chooses, that's for them to receive. So yeah, like more freedom in those ways, and it's like the onion being peeled back layer by layer and getting integrated and structured, yeah, on different foundational and higher structural levels. Yeah, it's definitely coming together in a way where it does support integrity, and I am applying these lessons, yeah, in my practice, in my play, and in my everyday, and to the best of my abilities. And yeah, just letting go of a lot, shedding a lot. And I wore my green cyanite or kyanite crystal that helps discern and helps to find the heart's truth. And so that was like really freaking amazing, actually, bringing in that energy and resonating with that energy, and actually becoming and getting really vulnerable and open, like. And it just kind of happened, and I was just willing. I didn't have to force anything. It just kind of unfolded, and I allowed it, and I went with it. And there's some beautiful things that happened with me and Scott last night. It's really deep, deep intimacy, emotional and spiritual intimacy, and then like amazing physical intimacy. And that, yeah, I've been willing to receive more of that, and to create more of that, and to honor that, and to share that lately. And like, there's just been some blocks and some old wounds and some pain that I've kind of haven't wanted to be exposed or totally vulnerable or totally let myself receive. And so things are opening up now, and I've got all this inspiration and all these new ideas for ways that I can proceed with my healing work and my inner needs, and how I can meet those, and how I can ask for those, and those can be received for me. And so it's just so freaking amazing and beautiful to me that, like, just going through this bumpy ride this first like almost 2 weeks of January, but like still like knowing, that it's all okay. I'm just here for the ride. Just be here for the ride and enjoy as what I can, and allow what I can. But I'm just humbled by all of this, and making new art this week too. I started to play around with abstracts, and that was so super fun. Just to let it be anything that it was gonna be, and just to see it unfold, and to see what could be. And it's just like freaking amazing. I am having so much fun. So I've created, I've finished pretty much two abstracts, and then playing around with another one, and then I started my mixed media canvas, and kind of was playing around with that, and it turned out so different than I thought it was going to be, and it turned out to be like a mosaic type of look. And it's really cool just to play around with and just let it go. Listen to this music. Been listening to Yema, this band. I just kind of started listening to Pell Lucidity, that album, their first album, on YouTube, because Scott had my iPod in the car all week at work, and then I kind of need my tunes sometimes, and so it's awesome that I got to find like them and enjoy this music that's playing in the background all week. And it actually did like open the flow for me to like get into my paints and just play. And so that was just so cool too, like to be open to that, and to trying new things, and to being just to new ways of being and exploring and discovering and creating, so, and receiving. So it's all awesomely beautiful and so filled to the brim, really. Like, I feel like I'm living my best life right now, and I'm all in. So it feels so so great. And I've just been so super emotional lately too. Like, a lot of things just bring me to tears, or just I feel like I'm totally broken open, and just getting in tune again with my full range of emotions, and like opening up to more of who I am, and to receiving more of me, and more truth and more ease. So I'm so grateful for friendship, and for partnership, and for relationship, and all the things that they give me and show me, and for the partnership with God, and the partnership with the Goddess, and receiving them and being received. So I'm gonna remember that too. I've been playing with some medicine cards, with the animal totems and stuff, and that super was synchronistic. Sometimes I will like do a little bit of divination, and I'll pick either like flip open the book, or sometimes I'll pick the cards and whatnot. But it's always something for me that I need, like with certain energetic qualities or insights that these animals and their energetics, their essence, can teach me and show me about me, and so it's pretty cool. And learning more about the plants, and loving that, and doing so many new things this year, and I feel so good about it. And it really is to helping some of my stomach issues and my gut issues, and like it's just kind of cool, because I was just willing, like, okay, I'm willing to feel well, I'm willing to nourish myself, I'm willing to take care of me, I'm willing to give my body what it needs, what she needs, what I need. I'm willing to show up and just do my best, and I don't need to force or stress out or worry about anything. So I'm just willing. So like just being willing and showing up and choosing that, like the nourishment and stuff like that I know that I can receive from me. It's just like, that's the hardest part, is just choosing it, and then allowing like the things that want to come to me since I've chosen that, and then receiving those things, and being open to that opportunity, which, yeah, like just taking risks and learning new things and being willing to make mistakes by exploring things. And just like that's been making the kombucha since August, and I've felt so much better actually. The last couple months, like drinking my own kombucha, it's been freaking amazing. And then we've been making bone broth quite a lot and making really yummy soups, and that's been really great and nourishing. And that's got healing for me too, and like yeah, just great for my support, my physical support that I do need. And also, yeah, like the new tinctures that I'm making, like so great, so fun with that. And I gave a lot for Christmas presents and stuff. And Morgan asked me yesterday, so what's more mugwort? And I'm like, I'm less familiar with that one, so I'll need to do a little more research with that one. But I knew like it was associated with protection and healing. So yeah, since she asked me that question, I was already curious about it, and I was gonna get around eventually. Like there's so many things to learn about and to choose. I just kind of immediately went to and found a link and read up on it last night, and it was so freaking amazing, really. And I made it a combo with lavender, passion flower, and mugwort. And I just kind of felt like, yeah, those will go well together. I don't know why, but they will. And so when I was reading, I discovered that it was very popular for lucid dreaming, and that it pairs very well with lavender because lavender can help calm the intensity of the vivid dreams that that we can get and manifest. Well, yeah, with mugwort, yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it's good for gut issues too, and like female reproductive issues, and lots of other good stuff. So it's a pretty cool plant. And so I'm so excited, like just to learn about little things like that and just share things, and then to see like how my intuition leads me, like because there is this inner knowing, like even though my conscious mind, I don't understand like exactly what's going on, but like it's really cool, like just little things like that, like that happen every day, like and just being aware or in tune on some level of what my heart is asking me and needs, and just learning to trust all that, and may develop and cultivate certain things, and also to embrace my limitations, and because I embrace my potential and I embrace my limitations, so I embrace it all. One other exciting thing that I get to do and that I get to receive and that I'm so excited for is I signed up for a 12-week course on an alchemy class, applied Jung studies. For Negrito, the blackening. So the first step, the first process of the individuation process, or the first stage in alchemy. So I'm so excited to learn more about alchemy and ego and archetypes and complexes and all of this, because I know it's going to tie into my work so fabulously, like my own work for me and my own work that I get to offer to others. So it's like super, super fantastical. And so I get to do that for 12 weeks, starting tomorrow. So like, whoa, I get to open up all this whole world of awesome, and to the unconscious and symbols and to the soul. So yay, that's my jam right there. And also, let's see, they have the Huntington's meeting tomorrow, which would be really interesting, and that's new. And then I also had some ideas and inspiration for the next couple of workshops or gathering circles this year. So it inspired me. The last circle that I did was for winter solstice, and it was the wheel. And so, I'm just going to kind of continue off of that and kind of coordinate it to kind of go along with certain themes of like the Celtic or the Druid holidays. Every 6 weeks, kind of maybe try and do a circle every 6 weeks around those holidays, those festival times, to reorient ourselves, and then kind of bring in all the associations about like how the first festival of spring relates to our childhood, and it's the time of planting seeds and the time that the lambs are born, and all of that. So it's a time of nurturing and intending and attending and planting. Yeah, seeding. So seeding and dreaming. So I'm going to tie that all in somehow with the rhythms, the natural rhythms, and just play with it and have fun. Yeah, with that. Probably do another archetype, kind of tie in the archetypes too with this next one, or yeah, we'll see how that goes, because there's so much in it, and I'm sure I'll learn so much like with this course that I'm doing too, that I'll want to share a lot while it's still like I'm still in it and it's super fresh. So I was excited for all the possibilities, and I'm proud of me for showing up for me. And one other good thing that's happened this week too is I was kind of like been disappointed like a little bit with Facebook lately, because it doesn't seem like had very much connection with anyone on it as much lately. And it's just, like just some weird feelings about it, and weird triggers coming up, and weird programs too, like where I feel like certain programs are activated while I'm on it. Kind of becoming more aware of that lately, like how I feel about certain things. And then like when certain stories come up that are they're not true, but it's pointing me into the direction of a wound, that I get to see, and then I get to change, I get to shift it, I get to shift the perspective of it. Well, if it's a story of pity, it's like self-pity or insecurity or something like that, I get to choose something different. Like I get to choose to be happy for someone else's success and for someone else's awesomeness and someone else's goodness and love and beauty and triumphs. Yeah, and celebrate that, like instead of kind of going into a story of, well, I'm not doing enough, or I'm not enough, or whatever bullshit, like that program kind of stirs up. But yeah, like kind of becoming aware of it and neutralizing it and correcting it, realigning my intention and my attention. So yeah, that's been good. And just kind of being willing, like, you know what, I would like to have a little more connection and a little more authentic exchange. And then just like being open to that and being willing to that, it just kind of happened on its own, like where I didn't even have to force or think about what I was going to say. Because yeah, sometimes when I think about what I say or what I need to say or what I have to say, I overthink it, and then it gets, kind of suppressed in a way, or not fully expressed. Yeah, not fully expressed, because if I think that it needs to be expressed in a certain way for someone else to get it, or for someone else to receive it, then it's not being expressed authentically from me. Yeah, I mean, I like to tailor words in certain ways to get a certain message across, but sometimes like I can get in my own way and trip over my own feet when I try too hard that way. So I don't need to try, just be willing and just be open to intimacy, vulnerability, authenticity, and being kind. Of course, I can always be kind even when I'm disturbed, frustrated, just upset or whatever. I can always still be kind, but I can say what I need to say, and I trust in my impeccability, and it's okay if I do make mistakes and trip over my own words or my own intentions. Sometimes I get in my own way, and that's okay too. But everything is awesome, and it's just kind of funny. Life is funny, and I'm funny. And it really is all okay. So I'm super, super, super grateful for everything around me, everything within me, like all these feelings that I'm feeling. Just the richness of life. It really feels really, really fertile and really potent right now. So I'm going to work with it, and I'm going to receive it, and I'm going to be it, and free it. I'm going to honor it, and offer it. I'm going to serve it. And yeah, receive it for me. So it is, so let it be. I am this love I need for me. I am this love, and this love is me. I am this love, and I'll be this for me. I am this love, and I praise it for me. I am this love, I thank and bless and receive it for me. I am this love, and I free it to be. For all of me, for all of we, for all she is, for all of we, for all this love we are in need, for all this love we get to be, for all this love we can be, for we, all this love we are and will be, all this love we've been, all this love that we can be, that we are, and that will be. Just be with it, receive it, free it, and be willing to claim it, to give it, share it, free it, exchange it, receive it, build with it, grow with it, learn with it, and flow with it. Yeah. So, cheers. Cheers, cheers. Happy January 2019. I feel like 2019 is the year of Eros, for sure. It is. It's filled with so much potential, possibility, for everything that we desire and need. And it's here right now. So just be willing to receive. Open our hearts, open our minds, be willing to change and change our minds and see things in a different way and realign. Yeah, that's where it's at, right here. So yeah, what else could be said? Anything else wants to be said today? Oh, I'm just grateful for art and beauty and truth and goodness and connection. Yeah, and all these ways that it's unfolding for me and through me. Yeah, all the love all around me. So, salutations and blessings and celebrations. We'll talk again soon. Ciao.